Hi there everyone. I'm here to do a video at a client's request today about how to take a new moon bath. All right, this bath is going to be particularly important because at the time of doing this video, we're having our new moon solar eclipse. Okay, so tomorrow night is the eclipse, and this is how I would prepare, or a kind of couple of tips that I would give you in terms of taking a new moon bath. What you would like to do usually is to write down some things from the past that you'd like to get rid of first and foremost. For some of you, you probably, you can decide whether you want to do this or not. I highly recommend it. Sit down and don't be afraid to face those things and write them down. Things from the past that you really need to let go of. Things, people, habits, whatever it is. All right. This can sometimes be also a personal aid in anybody who battles with any kind of addiction, whether it's, food, narcotics, alcoholism, certain bad other bad habits that we have. It can help you if you're willing to, get yourself out of that. You can use these tools to reinforce. All right. So what we do is we sit down and we write down all the things we want to let go of, whether it's a person, a habit, a thought pattern, things that you don't want to think about anymore, don't want to deal with anymore, you want to leave them in the past. Write them down and go outside and light that piece of paper and let it burn up into the ether. Release it and say, I no longer want to deal with this. I give it up to the powers that be, heaven, your guides, your guardians, whatever your belief system is, and let that burn away. And then you go and take your bath. All right. So how we do this is I would highly recommend it involves salt. So I would put a bit of Himalayan salt, a bit of coarse salt, a bit of Epsom salts as well. Epsom salts are fantastic. They've got magnesium, which is most readily absorbed through the skin and is really good for your bones and your muscles and everything. It's excellent for people who do a lot of exercise, who have muscle tension, muscle exertion from doing a lot of gym and picking up weights and stuff. Anybody who's got problems with maybe rheumatoid arthritis, anything like that, to be in a Epsom salts bath, you will actually feel the difference when you get out. It's excellent for muscles and tendons and just your body overall. All right. The salt also gets rid of negativity. It removes toxins. It offers protection. Having a salt bath is a protective kind of bath from negative energies. So excellent to do that. Your Himalayan salts also got a lot of good minerals in it. So if you want to add minerals to your bath, that's a good idea. Also, with the Himalayan salt, if you're going to put that in, make sure it's one of the first things you put in while you're running your water in, because it takes a while to dissolve properly. And so that's a good tip. You don't want to be sitting on your Himalayan salt crystals while you're in the bath. Other things to add: fresh herbs, flower petals, essential oils. Essential oils that I would recommend is anything that's not necessarily a citrus. Okay. A lot of people do recommend lemon. I think lemon can be great. Sorry, my camera's playing up. I think lemon can be great, but it can also make your skin photosensitive. So just remember that if you have got a sensitive skin, sensitive to the sun, then anything that's citrus is going to make it a bit more photosensitive. You can put in one or two slices of lemon, or burn lemon in a burner so that you're getting that essence and that fresh smell. For people who need to lift their moods, a lot of the time the citruses will help. Things like tangerine, orange, lemon really are great mood lifters. You can also use rose geranium. That's a lovely smell, but I highly recommend that you actually go and you smell a couple of essential oils. And if you come across an essential oil that you smell and you want to smell again, like you literally have a sniff of it and you go, and you go, and you really want to sniff this, this is your body telling you that you really need it. Your olfactory system is picking up on it and saying, that's what I need. Give me more of that. Okay, so you should really listen to that. It's very, very important that we do this. Also, like I said, you can add rose petals because it is a time of self-love and self-nourishment and all of this. And if you need to open up your heart chakra, it's great to use roses. I'm not winning with this thing today. I think my phone's just too heavy for this little stand. It's taking some strain. Okay, but rose petals are lovely. If you don't mind things floating in the bath, like I said, one or two slices of lemon or one or two slices of orange can really be invigorating and lift your mood if you've had a bad day or you're in a bad space. So go for it. Try these things. Experiment. There's no place for rigidity when you're doing something like this. Okay, that's most important. And also, if you want to take a shower, you can take some Epsom salts, mix your essential oils in there, even crush some petals or lavender flowers, whatever, use your imagination, and then you use it as a body scrub. All right, and you make sure that you're rinsing off all the time. And when you're washing in the bath, you're washing off all the negativity, the stuff from the past you just let go of. You're leaving it in that water, and you're going to want it to go down the drain. Just like with a shower, you're rinsing yourself, you're wanting that to go down the drain, you're flushing it away. When you finish bathing, rinse your body off, not only because you don't want the salt to dry your skin out too much, but also because you want to make sure you got every little bit of it off and it goes down the drain. Wash your bath out, give it a good rinse. Every ounce of it needs to go, okay, so that you feel renewed. And then once you've done your bath, a good practice is to sit down and now set new intentions. Put little, do a vision board if you want and you have the time. Put up little stickers and things on your fridge, on your mirror, whatever, with your new intentions, goals that you're working towards, things that you want to attract into your life, now that you've gotten rid of the things you don't want to attract. Okay, so it's actually a very simple practice. You're also welcome to try and put some crystals into your bath. A rose quartz in there is wonderful, especially for heart healing. If you've had a lot of heartache and heartbreak, that's the thing that you want to put in there. But be careful with crystals, research them. Some of them are too soft to put in a bath and definitely don't like salt water. Okay, so that's something that you have to be mindful of. You don't want to be putting a selenite wand in your bath. Selenite makes these little, I've actually got one right here, makes these little glass tubes, and they can actually break off because it's a type of gypsum. All right, so if I touch this in the wrong way, I'm actually going to get a splinter. So it's lovely to have. It really gets rid of negativity. It cleanses other crystals, but you don't want to be catching it on the end there with your finger or putting it in your bath. It also is super porous. So you're just going to damage it and it's going to absorb all the oils and stuff and you're going to ruin your selenite. So be mindful of what you're using. Okay, put this on the side of the bath by all means to expel negativity. White stones and black stones. Black stones remove negativity, and you've got to go far to beat selenite in terms of getting rid of bad vibes. Okay, selenite, just mentioning a few. If you do want to get rid of negativity, you definitely want to look at things like black tourmaline, jet, black obsidian. And for prosperity, we're looking at citrine, aventurine, malachite, all the green stones and the gold stones. Oh, I've got to just kind of ramble them off all of a sudden. Pyrite is great, the one that they call fool's gold, great for drawing abundance. Any other crystals that you've got that are multifaceted like this are wonderful, because the more facets they have, the more they reflect and the more they amplify. So you want to add that to whatever you're working with. Right, anything like that. Even the little fairy quartz is wonderful because it's got millions of little facets. Let me see if I can get it to focus for you. Okay, you can't see so well here, but it's got millions of tiny little facets. It actually shimmers the way it's got all these tiny little facets. Even if you have a little piece of that or anything like that, tiger's eye is wonderful to attract abundance and get rid of negativity. What else we got? Kyanite, excellent for negativity removal. All right, these are little bits, but kyanite is excellent. Come on, focus. Okay. Also, a bit like the selenite, just be careful because it can also kind of absorb things that you don't want it to absorb. What else can I suggest? I think that just about does it. If you want to burn a smudge stick, you want to burn incense, all of those things reinforce. Be mindful of every single thing that you do, okay? And be doing it for yourself and not wanting to carry that heavy old energy with you. That is the intention. The new moon is like a black school board, okay? A black chalkboard. And that chalkboard's full of the old stuff. You want to take your chalkboard eraser and you want to rub it all out so you have that black new moon and you have that reset, and you can now write new things on that blackboard. That's what you're doing at a new moon. All right, so make sure you get rid of old stuff and you're setting new intentions for yourself. This is a reset. Be mindful and in as meditative a state as you can when you're doing your shower or your bath. Don't allow your mind to run away with too many things, but don't stop it from thinking of the things of the past and saying, yes, I see you, I acknowledge you, but this is the day that I acknowledge you for the last time. You are no longer controlling me, no longer, you're part of my history, but that's all you're a part of. You're not part of the now, this moment, and my future. All right. I wish you all a beautiful new moon. Don't forget, today's the last day that you can book for it. Please, if you're watching for the 20th of April 2023. And I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Lots of love.